You can't work half the machine or half the body. Everything goes about as a unit. Everything works in attachment. For instance, on the off chance that you need to convey something from your vehicle, you will require shoulders, arm, and center strength. That being said, you're not going to go anyplace by doing a huge load of bicep twists. That twisting movement is incredibly non-down to earth, meaning we seldom utilize that movement in our regular daily existences. All things considered, zeroing in additional on the rear arm muscles, shoulders, center, and upper back will give you better, quicker outcomes. All the more uplifting news. You can focus on these spaces in a single short at-home arm exercise. So to make you go, I've made an arm day circuit that will tighten up and fortify your whole chest area. On the off chance that you got 20 minutes, get your free weights and we'll work. Hardware: 2 light to medium weight hand weights, 1 long obstruction band. Time: 20 to 30 minutes. Reps and sets: 1 set is finishing each activity until you've arrived at the finish of the circuit. Perform 2 to 3 sets with 1 brief rest in the middle of sets. 1 dumbbell floor press. Works: pectoral muscles, rear arm muscles, foremost shoulder muscles. Instructions to do it: lie on your back with knees twisted and feet level on the floor. Get your hand weights and position your elbows so they are wrapped up marginally beneath your chest. At that point, press the hand weights up over your chest and cut them directly down. Rehash for 10 to 15 reps. Changes: if lying on your back is an issue, skirt these and look down to attempt push-up negatives. 2 bridge skull crushers. Works: rear arm muscles, glutes, hamstrings. Instructions to do it: begin on your back with your knees twisted and feet level on the floor. Take 1 free weight in each hand, twist your elbows, and bring the loads overhead. Lay them on the floor until further notice. As you drive your heels into the ground, press your butt and lift your hips into the air. Stand firm on this foothold all through the lifts. Presently lock out your elbows to take the free weights off the floor. When your elbows are straight, you can return the loads back to the ground. Keep doing this for 10 to 15 reps. Alterations: if holding the scaffold is excessively difficult, separate the development. Have a go at doing skull smashers all alone, without lifting the hips. At that point, do a bunch of hip lifts from the floor, without doing the skull smashers. 3 hand release push-up negatives. Works: pecs, rear arm muscles, shoulder muscles. Step-by-step instructions to do it: from a board position, lower yourself to the ground as gradually as possible. As you lower, ensure your elbows twist in reverse and stay near your middle. At the point when your chest is on the ground, get your hands, at that point press them back into the ground to get back to board. Adjustments: when you initially do this development, you may find that there's a point on the drop where you don't feel solid. You may lose the control you had at the top. No concerns. Just before it gets too precarious, hold for 2 seconds. At that point, carry your chest to the floor, no compelling reason to go delayed by then. On the off chance that beginning in a board position isn't accessible to you, attempt these push-ups with your knees on the ground, all things considered. 4 band pull-apart roll-ups. Works: abs, hips, upper back, shoulders. Instructions to do it: grab your opposition band, light to medium obstruction, and lie on your back with your legs straight before you. Hold each finish of the band with 2 hands and your arms straight before you. As you sit up, keep your elbows bolted out and pull the band separated until it comes to meet your chest. Take your arms back to non-partisan as you lower down. Rehash for 10 to 15 reps. Changes: regular band pull-aparts should be possible in standing position if sit-ups aren't right up your alley. Obviously, you can accomplish other abdominal muscle work that is more appropriate for you when you're set. 5 dumbbell bent over rows. Works: biceps, lats, situated on side of your back, upper and lower back muscles. The most effective method to do it: from a standing position, get 2 hand weights and twist your knees marginally. With a level back, hang over until your middle is at around a 45-degree point from the floor. Pull your shoulders back and squeeze your shoulder bones together. Keep the free weights corresponding to one another and pull them toward your chest, at that point lower down. Rehash for 10 to 15 reps. Changes: to return less weight and you're lower, you can put a seat or a table in front, put 1 hand weight down, and place your free hand on the help before you. This implies that you'll just have the option to do this development with each arm in turn, which additionally has its advantages. Simply try to play out similar measure of reps on each side. 6 dumbbell side lateral raises. Works. Deltoids, shoulder muscles. Instructions to do it. Stand with your hand weights at your sides. Keep your arms straight and afterward lift the free weights far up into the clouds from your body until you make a T shape. Respite briefly at the top. At that point, with a more slow speed, bring down the hand weights back to your sides. Rehash for 10 to 15 reps. Alterations. Bend your elbows 90 degrees beginning to end. This removes some heat from the shoulders. 7 hammer curls. Works. Biceps, lower arms. The most effective method to do it. Stand up tall with your free weights close by. Ensure the palms of your hands are corresponding to one another. Twist the free weights toward your chest and afterward, with control, bring down the free weights down. Proceed for 10 to 15 reps. Changes. If you end up attempting to keep up structure all through the development, exchanging hammer twists are extraordinary. This implies simply twisting each arm in turn. Check whether that makes greater solidness for you. 8 triceps kickbacks. Works. Rear arm muscles, biceps, lower arms, lower back muscles. Step-by-step instructions to do it. Pick up your hand weights and have them at your sides. Marginally twist your knees and lean forward to 45 degrees. Keep a level back. Twist the hand weights toward your chest. At that point lock out the elbows as you kick the loads behind you. Return and rehash for 10 to 15 reps. Changes. To ease the heat away from you can do single arm rear arm muscle payoffs with help. Grab a seat or table and spot your vacant hand on your prop as you play out the activity with the contrary arm. Do similar measure of reps on each side. 9 dumbbell punches. Works. Rear arm muscles, lats, shoulders. The most effective method to do it. Grab light free weights. Remain with one foot before the other and your knees bowed marginally. Bring the loads directly over your chest. Punch one arm out. Bring it back. Punch the other. Bring it back. Keep your center tight and breathe out on each punch. Pick a period span for this one. Our idea. Aim to punch for 30 to 60 seconds. Adjustments. Try lighter loads or shortening your spans. At times, you may need to keep your elbows twisted to drop more weight from the shoulders, however that ought to be your final retreat. 10 straight leg bear hold. Works. Rear arm muscles, abs, shoulder and upper back muscles. Step-by-step instructions to do it. Start in a tabletop position with your knees straightforwardly underneath your hips and hands straightforwardly underneath the shoulders. Climb your hips very high as you fix your legs overall quite well. Bring your head through your elbows and take a gander at your knees. Push your shoulders and hands from the floor. On the off chance that you have the strength and versatility, go onto your unstable toes and lean your weight more into your hands. This makes more strain in the abs. Hold somewhere in the range of 20 to 60 seconds. Adjustments. This development can be a great deal on the wrists, so possibly move your weight forward if your portability permits it. You can likewise attempt the bowed knee bear hold. Begin in the tabletop and afterward lift your knees a couple of crawls off the floor. Keep your back level and hold.